In a world where environmental consciousness has taken center stage, the urgent call for sustainability echoes across industries. Among them, freight transport stands as a significant player, carrying both the promise and burden of shaping a greener future. Through this video, we embark on a journey into the realm of sustainable transportation, where innovative minds and conscious hearts converge to transform the way we move goods and people. We will explore the key environmental consequences of freight transport and the imperative to green these operations. By understanding the urgency of the matter, we can delve into the need for greening freight operations, examine various technologies and practices to reduce emissions and enhance fuel efficiency, and explore the pivotal role of collaboration and partnerships in achieving greener freight transport. Furthermore, we will shed light on the existing regulatory frameworks and industry initiatives that foster sustainability in the freight transportation sector. Environmental impacts of freight transport. Freight transport is a vital component of global supply chains, but it also carries significant environmental impact. One of the key concerns is greenhouse gas emissions, with road, air, and maritime freight contributing substantially to global carbon dioxide emissions. These emissions exacerbate climate change and its consequences. To mitigate these impacts, greening freight operations is essential. Air pollution is another major concern, as freight vehicles emit harmful pollutants such as nitrogen oxides, sulfur oxides, and particulate matter. These pollutants can negatively affect air quality and pose health risks. Greening freight operations through cleaner technologies and alternative fuels can help reduce air pollution. Moreover, freight transport is highly energy-intensive, mainly relying on fossil fuels. This contributes to resource depletion and dependence on non-renewable energy sources. By adopting energy-efficient measures and transitioning to alternative energy sources, we can reduce energy consumption and promote sustainability. Lastly, freight transport operations, especially in urban areas, generate significant noise pollution, impacting human health and well-being. Quieter and electric vehicles, improved infrastructure planning, and regulations on noise emissions can help minimize noise pollution from freight transport. Need for greening freight operations. The urgency to green freight operations stems from the global need to address climate change, reduce pollution, and achieve sustainable development. By adopting sustainable practices, the freight transport industry can contribute significantly to global efforts in several ways. To mitigate climate change, greening freight transport is essential. Lowering GHG emissions through low-carbon fuels, energy-efficient technologies, and improved logistics can contribute to global climate change mitigation goals. Greener freight operations also help improve air quality and public health. Cleaner fuels, advanced emission control technologies, and efficient route planning reduce harmful pollutants emissions and their impact on local air quality. Moreover, proactively embracing sustainability measures enhances a company's reputation, attracts environmentally conscious customers, and keeps it compliant with evolving environmental regulations, thus boosting competitiveness and financial viability. Lastly, greening freight operations can lead to long-term cost savings. Energy-efficient technologies, route optimization, and streamlined logistics reduce fuel consumption and operational costs, offering a competitive advantage in the market. Technologies and practices for reducing emissions and improving fuel efficiency. There are various technologies and practices that can effectively reduce emissions and improve fuel efficiency in freight transport. To achieve greener freight transport, stakeholders must implement these technologies and practices. Here are some key examples. Efficient vehicle design. Enhancing aerodynamics, using lightweight materials, and improving engine efficiency can make vehicles more fuel efficient. Hybrid electric powertrains and regenerative braking systems also boost fuel efficiency. Alternative fuels. Switching from fossil fuels to low-carbon or renewable alternatives like biofuels, renewable natural gas, electric vehicles (EVs), or hydrogen fuel cell vehicles can greatly reduce emissions. Intelligent Transportation Systems (ITS) technologies enable efficient route planning, traffic management, and vehicle communication, optimizing routes and minimizing fuel consumption. Logistics optimization, streamlining supply chains, implementing route planning software, adopting just-in-time delivery, and consolidating shipments can improve fuel efficiency. Aerodynamic improvements, retrofitting freight vehicles with features like streamlined cabs, aerodynamic fairings, and side skirts reduces wind resistance and saves fuel. idle reduction technologies, automatic engine shut-off systems, auxiliary power units (APUs), and electrification during rest periods reduce unnecessary idling and fuel wastage. Driver training and behavior. Educating drivers on fuel-efficient techniques like smooth acceleration, avoiding excessive idling, and maintaining optimal tire pressure improves fuel efficiency. Freight consolidation and intermodal transportation. Combining shipments into single loads and using various transportation modes like rail or waterways minimizes emissions from individual freight trips. Telematics and fleet management systems. Real-time data on vehicle performance, driver behavior, and fuel consumption help identify areas for improvement and optimize fleet operations. Collaboration and partnerships. Stakeholders working together, including manufacturers, carriers, and policymakers, can drive innovation and support sustainable freight transport solutions. Implementing these practices requires commitment, support from the government, and advancements in technology. By adopting fuel-efficient technologies and optimizing operations, we can create a more sustainable and eco-friendly freight transport system. Role of collaboration and partnerships in greening freight transport. Collaboration and partnerships are essential for greening freight transport as they bring together stakeholders from different sectors to collectively address environmental challenges and drive sustainable solutions. By sharing knowledge and best practices, stakeholders can learn from one another and identify innovative approaches to reduce emissions and improve fuel efficiency. Collaborative research and development initiatives support the development of new technologies, alternative fuels, and advanced logistics solutions that enhance the environmental performance of freight transport. Collaboration with policymakers helps shape regulations that promote greener freight transport, creating supportive frameworks and incentives for eco-friendly technologies and practices. Sharing infrastructure, resources, and assets leads to more efficient and sustainable freight operations. Collaborative partnerships enhance supply chain integration, streamlining operations and implementing sustainable practices. Pilot projects and innovation are facilitated through collaborative efforts, driving the adoption of emerging solutions and technologies. Engaging stakeholders and raising awareness fosters dialogue, education, and collective action, encouraging behavioral changes and a sense of responsibility towards sustainable freight transport. Collaborations attract funding and investment opportunities for sustainable freight transport projects, supporting initiatives and overcoming financial barriers. Global collaborations create networks and platforms for knowledge exchange, coordination, and collective action, addressing cross-border challenges and driving global efforts to reduce emissions. Regulatory frameworks and industry initiatives promoting greener freight transport. Various regulatory frameworks and industry initiatives at the global, regional, and national levels promote greener freight transport. These efforts aim to reduce emissions and drive sustainable practices in the freight transportation sector. The International Maritime Organization (IMO) and the International Civil Aviation Organization (ICAO) implement regulations and initiatives for cleaner shipping and aviation. The European Union (EU) enforces regulations like Euro standards for vehicle emissions and supports sustainability through various directives and initiatives. Industry-led initiatives like Smart Way in the United States and Green Freight Asia (GFA) and Green Freight Europe (GFE) in Asia and Europe respectively encourage fuel efficiency and sustainable road freight practices. National programs such as the Sustainable Trucking Fleet Program in Canada provide incentives and support for carriers to invest in greener technologies. Global initiatives like the Global Green Freight Action Plan (GGFAP) and the Clean Cargo Working Group (CCWG) promote industry standards and collaborative efforts to reduce emissions. In conclusion, greening freight transport is an urgent and multifaceted endeavor. By acknowledging its environmental impacts, embracing sustainable technologies and practices, and fostering collaboration and partnerships, the freight transportation sector can play a pivotal role in mitigating climate change and advancing sustainable development. Regulatory frameworks and industry initiatives provide essential frameworks for these efforts, laying the foundation for a greener and more sustainable future in freight transport. Thank you for joining us on this journey to explore the path towards greener freight transport. Let us unite our efforts and strive for a world where efficient and sustainable transportation harmonizes with our planet's well-being. Together, we can shape a brighter future for generations to come.